And one of my teachers comes to me and he asks, "Are you fasting?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing anything fast. I'm just doing my homework." I was like, "No, fasting." And I just look at him. I don't know what fasting means. Hello everybody, welcome to the Ramadan Radio. This is Abdullah joining from Dallas. Today I have Inci with me, who's a fellow Texan like me. Hi Inci, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you for asking. Today our topic is Ramadan around the world. We are both joining from Dallas, but I know you have some experience from Nepal and Indonesia, Inci, right? So tell me, how was Ramadan different compared to Dallas?
Well, in Indonesia, they had a culture of, during the month of Ramadan, all restaurants would be blocked. Like the windows would be blocked with a black curtain. So the people fasting outside would not see the people eating inside.
Oh.
It was a mutual respect between people who fasted and people who didn't.
Huh.
And almost every restaurant did that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
I had fasted a long time when I was in Turkey, and like nothing like that I ever saw. That's very interesting.
Yeah. The curtains closing would signify Ramadan's first day.
Huh. That's very interesting. I mean, fasting in Dallas compared to Turkey was very different because like you live in a country where you're like a very small minority. People just go on with their day. In Turkey, you would have these like Ramadan lights. Mosques would be decorated. They would look different. Like you would have these like big lights that said "Welcome Ramadan." I used to love seeing those. Azan always hit different. I missed that a lot. Since I've been living in Dallas, like you don't hear the azan outside. You know, it was a very different experience. It's just when it's iftar time and when you hear that azan. The whole city, the whole Turkey is listening it, you know. It was a very different experience. It's an experience I truly miss. So you said Nepal. What about Nepal? Is there any difference between like Indonesia and Nepal?
In Nepal, it's basically like what you said, like we're a small minority, like it's just us fasting, but that leads to like people being very, very curious about it. They thought we didn't eat for the entire month.
Yeah, I had the same experience recently. One of my close friends, a Mexican, he has no experience because he has moved to the United States like just a few years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, you are my first Muslim friends," and I thought you guys truly fast for 30 days straight. I was like, "Dude, we would die. Like no water, no food, we would die." And last year he had his first fasting experience. Like he fasted just to see how it felt. He did it one day, the first day of Ramadan, and he said, "Bro, I'm never doing this again. Good for you. Your dedication is insane, but I can't do it."
That's funny. Yeah, people would ask a lot of questions, and I was in third grade and I would still fast, and they thought it was being forced on me, and it's not that, but they were very, very, very curious about it. I told the teacher that I was fasting, and like a rumor, it spread around the school, and just fasting, and just fasting, and just fasting. And then that day on lunch we had French fries, and then I was in third grade. I ate it, and then everyone, it was like a rumor again. Inci broke her fast. Inci broke her fast. So yeah, it was a huge deal there.
I have like a bit of a funny story about that. When I first moved to New York, I lived in New York for a year, and I was learning English at the time. My English wasn't good, and I didn't know what fasting meant. I only knew fast as, quick, And one of my teachers comes to me and he asks, "Are you fasting?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing anything fast. I'm just doing my homework." I was like, "No, fasting." And I just look at him. I don't know what fasting means. And he's like, "It's Ramadan. Are you not fasting?" Because like a lot of people don't know how Muslim Turkey is. Because I did have like Turkish friends who were like Christians or other stuff, right? But like Americans don't know how Muslim Turkish people are. So my teacher just thought I don't fast. And he had to like explain like, it's Ramadan. Like you guys fast like for like, you stay hungry. And I'm like, "Oh, that's what it means. Yeah, I do fast." And I learned the definition of it that way because I had no idea what he was talking about with my broken English at the time. It was like a funny experience, and we just had like a really long laugh with my teacher.
He just assumed you weren't religious enough to know it.
He just thought maybe I was a Muslim or I just didn't fast. Maybe religious enough to not fast, like you said, yeah. So we had like that funny exchange between us.
Yeah. Well, that's all I had to say, I think, if there's any more questions.
No, 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 there isn't. Thank you for joining me, Inji.
Of
So,
course.
people, please tell me where are you joining from, what country you are joining from, and tell me what's your experience during Ramadan in that country and city. I would love to hear more about it. Thank you for joining me, Inji, and goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.